in Belgium, and you'll notice that two players, George Groen, the usual captain, Josef Weber, they are missing. They already have yellow cards. They want to avoid possible suspension, so Enzo Schifo is the captain today. The man who scored 2 goals against Morocco for Saudi Arabia, Fouad Amin, he is out because of yellows. But returning is a Desert Pele, the 35-year-old Majed Mohammed wearing number 9 for Saudi Arabia. The referee is from Germany, Mr. Helmut Krug. The linesman from Brazil and Argentina. Let's go to RFK Stadium, and here is John Helm.
Second game is also starting this match. The referee today, Helmut Krug from Germany. Saudi Arabia in the white shirts and the green shorts. Belgium are all in red today. And as always, we welcome viewers around the world watching us on TSN in Canada, SABC in South Africa, and viewers also in Zimbabwe, in Hong Kong and Australia. This truly is a world event. And I think it's right to say too, it's fair to say, that the American public has now taken to soccer as a result of these 15th World Cup finals. The journeying around I've done, it's been very noticeable how everybody now is talking about the game. So soccer is becoming more popular over here in America, without question. George Solari, the Saudi Arabian coach, just taking a puff on his cigarette down there. I don't think they're supposed to smoke on the touchline. There's been a word about that to one or two coaches. Forward goes Medved. Good running on the touchline by Danny Boffin. A good first match. Stalens is up there too. Van der Elst. Turned into a little dummy by Mohammed Abdul Jawad, the captain of Saudi Arabia. Long ball, it's almost to good effect at to Balata. Now Van der Elst again, who's the linchpin in midfield. Enzo Schifo, skipper. Van der Elst again. Schifo, the mainspring of the attack. Pushed through this time by Albert. We've got the winning goal against Holland, and the first free kick of the match is awarded to Belgium, and the first yellow card of the match is awarded to Madani. Picks up his opponent. So that's a very early caution. Greiser hacked down by Madani, and the first yellow card of the tournament for the tall number 5 of Saudi Arabia, who scored in the qualifying game against South Korea to his team a place here. Nice little handshake between De Greiser and the offender. Easily blocked edge of the area. And they're taken down by Prudhomme, who will perhaps not be expecting as much action as he got in the match against Holland, when he really made 6 or 7 superlative saves. Down, and the Saudis can be quick when they counter. They were unable to do so that time. A wayward pass. Had his man up there very nicely and hoisted into the middle of the penalty area, and Schmitz with a little knockback to Prudhomme. Rudy Schmitz of Antwerp. So left out of the match against Holland, left out of the starting lineup, having begun the first match. And a little bit of dissension here. Madani going to have to be very careful. He's already been booked. He was upset at that decision going against him. He won the ball fairly. He dived in there, did show his studs to the opponent. number of people have been very impressed by Belgium in their first two matches. Conceding a goal. Can't do better than that. 2 1-0 victories. Two people thinking they might go some way in the competition now. Van der Elst. Just ran under the foot that time. And again the Saudis break very sharply. What a terrific run this is. Wonderful piece of football. He's still in here. Oh, that's the greatest goal of the tournament. A fabulous goal. Scored by Majid Abdullah. That's incredible. He's gone 60 yards, I would suggest here. Majid Abdullah, a man who's got 118 goals before today for his country. It's a mazy dribble. He's found his way wide of De Wolf. He's taking on Schmitz. And when he gets past him, Prudhomme dives perhaps a little early. The ball is looped over him. What a rocket of a goal from Majid Abdullah. Well, this truly was fabulous. He's over the halfway line there. He still keeps on going. He's got one thing on his mind, to find the net. Oh boy, did he do that. What a game we've got. The first goal that Belgium have conceded in this World Cup came after just 5 minutes of the third game. And of all teams to do it, Saudi Arabia, who were supposed to be the make-weights in this group when they came here. It sets up the match, no question. Well, it wasn't a question of hitting on the break. It was a long, long run from Abdullah. And without question, one of the greatest goals of USA 94. Belgian response immediate. Well, in Schmitz, they've been stung by that. And a whip shot across the face of goal. So the accuracy not there from Schmitz, the same way it was from Majid Abdullah. There's his reaction. What a hero. For De Wolf, the Anderlecht defender. Albert. Well, that really has rattled the Belgians, and here's Dirk Medved from Club Brugge, who's taken the place of Georges Groen today. And they'll keep their composure, and here's a chance immediately for Belgium to respond, and the ball going wide of Adea's left hand upright. But there's some tremendous pace around this game, and that was a very good response from the Belgians. With Danny Boffin getting inside the penalty area, nicking it through the legs of the defender. But it was well covered by Adea anyway. Little build-up, and they're full of confidence now, as you would expect, the Saudis. And they've responded to their coach, Georges Solari, by being among the most positive teams in the whole competition. And they've got their just desserts so far today. They really would put the cat among the pigeons if they were to beat Belgium. The possibility is still there that Saudi Arabia could actually finish top of the group. Victory would take them on to 6 points, the same as Belgium. Come now, and that's going to go way, way wide and over the top too. Shifo still looking for his first goal of this World Cup finals. He did score 4 in the qualifiers. Knew what he wanted to do there. And a lot of players have had difficulty in keeping this ball down. There's plenty of time left for Belgium to get themselves back into this game. 10 minutes gone. 1-0 they are behind though. What a goal it was. The Wolves playing his 4th World Cup finals. Now Albert, tall and cultured defender Medved, who will make progress along the edge of the area. Swung in there and headed away first time, but it's going to come back in. And belted away first time, it had to be. They're well-trained, well-disciplined, this Saudi Arabian side. They gave due warning against Holland. They were not to be underestimated. They were probably not as good as Morocco when they played them, but they got the goals when it mattered to win the match. And they're giving a good account of themselves now, but Belgium come looking for this equaliser, and that's not too much loft on it for anyone. First. What a delighted bench that must be, and Shifo's going to leave the responsibility for the corner to Stalins. Again, the linesman not happy. I think the ball was perhaps not placed properly. Else this time will take it. Not well delivered. The quality of the corners in some of the matches hasn't been of the highest order. Now Schmitz. Botman down the left. Wilmots has been brought in today, and alongside De Gruyter has made quite a promising start. They decided to leave out Weber, Belgium. They've got a free kick and it's already taken, and that was smartly done. Go out. Brought down, but they're getting bodies around when they have to do, the Saudis. Zabamani. Down on this touchline is Abdul Jawad. Again, there's plenty of pace about them, and there's Awiran slipping that ball across the face of the penalty area, where Abdullah gives chase. De Wolf to adventure too far forward. They find Wilmots, but unable to keep control of it. They've defended pretty resolutely in their matches, Saudi Arabia, so they could hang on to this one goal they've got. To be fair, they're looking for more as they come forward again. They do move around well. There's excellent movement and excellent dribbling skills being shown here by them. This again was Abdullah. For support down that left touchline, and continuing his run. That's excellent work from Boffin. The corner is given. Belgium are really pepping it up. Corner conceded by Zebamawi. And here is Gianni Boffin, one of the Anderlecht contingent, banging it up around the penalty area. Albert's in for it, the man whose goal won the day against Holland. Not this time. One thing about this Saudi side, they are not overawed. Many people were predicting an overwhelming Belgian victory. So it's certainly not happening for them at the moment. Schmitz. Again, it really proves what a levelling off there has been in world footballing standards. Now it's De Gruyter. Nice ball out here to Medved. Plenty of men in the middle. The three of them there converging. It's drifted wide of all of them. Faisal in the crowd will be delighted with the start that the Saudis have made. He's so proud of his team. A lot of money has been put into Saudi Arabian football, the building of stadiums. And this side is reputedly on more money than any team in the competition. They have to defend further against this Belgian side, which has impressed so many. But he's finding it hard at the moment. Free kicks given against Zebamawi in a good position. Zebamawi starting a match for the first time in the World Cup. He's been used as a substitute previously. So Mark de Gruyter will hoist this one up, and they've at least four men going for this one around the penalty spot area. Didn't find any of them. Medved's shot gets back in there. That's a long, long way over from Stalens.
Saheed Owairan at 6 minutes. Saudi Arabia leads.
JVC.
They have organised themselves very well, this Saudi Arabian team. They're a goal up and still attacking. It's just gone over the white line. There's Hamza Falata, plays for Uhud, who's been brought into the team here today. Crowd loving the sunshine of Washington. Oh, he's done well there, gets another little touch on the ball. The cross was not a quality one. Nice little approach down the left, and Boffan's ball in will elude Adea, but it's eluded anybody in a red shirt too. Plenty of time for Abdul Jawad. Encouraging ball forward from him, and Prudhomme initially, well, he can't keep it from going over for the corner, the first one for the Saudis. Rudy Schmidt having to put that ball away. Majid Abdullah there. It's making for an interesting game is the contrast in styles. There is Mohammed. Easily countered by Belgium. Chipo. Midway inside the Saudi Arabian half. 20 minutes played, and Saudi Arabia again snapping up possession and trying to utilise the pace of their front runners, and they might get a second one here, and that really would be a shock for the Belgians, but it's been hoisted over the top this time by Falata. But the Belgians are really struggling when Saudi Arabia break because they've got such terrific pace, and Falata here, harassed all the way by Albert, just tips it over the top of Prudhomme and over the top of the net. Well, who said that Saudi Arabia would automatically be going home after the first phase? They've fitted themselves admirably. And they defend again now. There's a weak clearance though. And a few poor moments. Shifo. One up, and it might just be too long again. It is. They're trying to get Stalins into good positions up there. And get him inside the penalty area. That's a nice ball through, and a little touch from Wilmots. Well spotted. Medved. Belgium a goal behind. Not many people predicted that. But it's been a very unpredictable World Cup. Teams have won one day and then gone in as favourites to the next game and been beaten. Boffin squared it encouragingly towards Shifo, and Boffin's trying to get in there, and a critical clearance by Zebamawi. The Saudi tactics are frustrating Belgium. They're soaking up the pressure in their own defence, and then when they break, they're doing so with lightning pace. And they're really unsettling Belgium, the favourites in this group. And they keep winning tussles like that and getting free kicks as well. Their dribbling skills are excellent. And this free kick has been won by Majid Abdullah. Right, Schmidt saying what for, but he did impede his progress. Grace. Just on the touchline for the moment. Squared for the shot. And put on untroubled. And in fact, there we have the change that is to be made, with Luc Nilis coming on in place of De Gruyter. Must have been a knock that De Gruyter took. And Luc Nilis, who played in the first game and was substituted in that, gets his first chance since. It's a better looking pass inside that Saudi Arabian penalty area. One for Nilis immediately. Hard-working type of player. Belgium underestimated Saudi Arabia. The Dutch coach Dick Advocaat said that Holland underestimated them, as a result of which they found themselves a goal behind at half-time. Eventually came through to win 2-1, but Paul van Himst has got the same problem here. His team's a goal behind. What a goal it was. Might question the defending against it, but all the credit has got to go to the scorer, Saeed Awiran. Putting it together at the moment, Belgium. This time they do pick it up. They've got to pick up those pieces in midfield, which they've not been doing so far. Van der Elst is a very important player for them. Stillens trying to sweep it over to Medved. Very well, Saudi Arabia, keeping possession neatly when they have to do, and hitting those longer balls out of defence as they do now for Al-Bishi. And Al-Bishi has skipped around the first challenge and goes down, and the referee will give a free kick right on the edge of the penalty area. Another dramatic moment. For a moment, people were looking towards the penalty spot, but the German referee Helmut Krug decides that this challenge by De Wolf is outside the area and not inside. Good footwork from Al-Bishi. Saudi Arabia went 2 up. What a change it would make to the complexion of the group. Here is his free kick now. Back from Zebamawa. Belgium have got problems here. No question about that. They're not trying to shoot either, the Saudis. And they might get a little overexcitable, and that could be their downfall. Here comes Luke Nielis for Belgium. Medved. Nielis. That's a good ball in. Oh, it should have been the equaliser there. And Saudi Arabia were walking the tightrope a little. Mark Wilmot's unable to convert. There was a fresh air kick. Oh, and here comes Saudi Arabia looking themselves. Predom gets his fingers on the ball and curses the opponent who has just clipped them. So here we have at one end the moment when Wilmot's completely missed his kick. Saudi Arabia survived that and went straight up the other end and could have had a second goal for themselves. It's another good match. This has been a good group. Van der Elst now. Belgium still seeking an equaliser. Positive runs being made by Nielis since he's come on. And here is the move straight away which prized open the Belgian defence. The ball was inside of Albert. And yes, he certainly did take Prudhomme by the fingers. They'll be stinging for a minute or two. This 35-year-old Belgian goalkeeper. Van der Elst's corner. Nielis. He really has done very well since he's come into the action, Nielis. And he's inside that Saudi Arabian penalty area. Luke Nielis, very unlucky. In fact, it wouldn't have counted. So Luke Nielis, since he's entered the pitch only 2 or 3 minutes ago for De Gruyter, has had a greater impact than anybody on this game. But it's going to be too long for a colleague. There's only Al-Bishi anywhere near him. way to go in this game, but Belgium have shown that they've got the players and they've got the staying power as well, even in the heat. They're well acclimatised now. So even if they're still trailing at half-time, I don't think there'll be great panic in the Belgian dressing room. They're already qualified, of course. Schifo might try his luck with this. It's going to be teed up for him. Here goes Schifo. He thought about the shot, I'm sure. Changed his mind. McVed has lost possession. Free kick is given to Abdul Jawad. Saudi Arabia has ever been in the World Cup finals. They didn't even enter until 1974, so they've given a very good account of themselves in the 3 matches they've played. Who's to say they won't be going on to play more? Schifo this time. Could be a shot from Albert. Hero against Holland. They need something from him, or one of his colleagues now. The goal down. Fans continue to revel in this World Cup as Belgium look for this equalising goal, and it's lucked out of the air by the flying Adea. Mohamed Adea, one of the best of the Arab goalkeepers anywhere. And he makes this look a bit more spectacular than it probably was. I think it actually came off Zebamawi. Graceful, isn't it? Duel for Medved. Goes De Wolf. It's not often he gets this far forward, and his pass at the end of it, I'm afraid won't encourage him to get up there too often. Michel De Wolf actually retired from international football, coming back in December. There. Van der Elst. That seems to stray far from the centre circle. Belgium trying to retain their poise and composure. Again, bring Van der Elst into it. Spraying the passes, but when it breaks down, that's where the danger is for the Belgian goal. Again, the quality of passing on the break is excellent. And this one threaded through there, cut out that time by De Wolf. But they do look dangerous. By Nilis. Luke Nilis, who's only got 1 international goal, came in that 9-0 slaughter of Zambia recently. Found its way through this time. And Adea is in the right place at the right time to meet Schifo's shot. Well broken up by Schmitz. Still Schmitz there. Entered by Zebamawi. Corner. The Schifo shot, which didn't really trouble Adea. Albert bites from this corner. Good blocking tackle. They're really giving it everything, and if they're still 1 up at half-time, the Saudis will believe They've got a more than excellent chance of going through. And they're competing for every ball so enthusiastically. Belgium's goal difference is now +1, and the Saudi Arabian goal difference is +1 as well, and they've scored more goals, so technically Saudi Arabia at this moment are top of the group. But that's not rightly judged. Offside. He was well off. About this match, as soon as the whistle goes, the free kick is taken automatically with no trouble. There's not been a hint of a yellow card since that very early one for Madani. So the referee will say that he did the right thing there. It really diffused any situations that might have developed. We've got to give credit to the players for that. They've accepted all decisions in the right spirit. It's been a good game to watch. Here is Enzo Schiffer. Seems to have been playing for Belgium for such a long time now. Made his debut in 1984, in fact. Hoffman again. His ball. Picked out Nilis. And this will be another corner off Jawad. Schiffer's getting into good positions. He's having plenty of possession in the game. But they're finding it difficult to create clear shooting opportunities. Schiffer's corner for Belgium. Still they want an equalising goal, and they might get one now. Nilis. 3 defenders around him. As you can see, Saudi Arabia have pulled everybody back behind the ball there.
It remains Saudi Arabia 1, Belgium 0, late first half in Washington.
Gillette brings you the next revolution in shaving closeness. Microfins, and they're only on Sensor XL. These microfins precede the blades. As the spring-mounted blades adjust to your face, these soft, flexible fins gently stretch your skin, so your beard stands up for the closest, most comfortable shave ever. With new Gillette Series shaving gel for incredible smoothness. Get closest, get Sensor XL.
The underdogs, as Saudi Arabia certainly were at the start. Frankie van der Elst, no relation to the van der Elst who played for Belgium previously, with this corner kick. And off. Well, they're surviving somehow. Belgians are just struggling to get a break inside the Saudi Arabian penalty area. Nothing's really gone for them yet. This was knocked in again by Nilis. Zebamari. 20 seconds of actual time. First, that's all there is to go for Belgium to try and get this equaliser. And Falata decides there's only one place to put that ball. It's as far away as possible. More pressure exerted on the Saudi Arabian goal, but a goal kick at the end of all that. It surely looks now as though Saudi Arabia are going to do as they did to Holland and have a half-time advantage of a 0-0. Al-Bishi has shown good footwork every time he's been in possession. but his cross didn't really match that. They're ready for the whistle, and the reserve official there is just telling them to calm down. The referee's the sole adjudicator. He will decide when we've had the proper time in this first half. Medved for Belgium. Both sides could do with a break. Schifo, neat as always. Swapped back into the path of Dirk Medved. Then Van der Elst, who's seen a lot of the ball. Van der Elst again. Not often he tries a shot, so Medved knocks another ball straight in there. There's a man in a white shirt to pick it up. Beautiful pass again to Al-Bishi. And there's real danger again to be exerted on the Belgian goal in the closing moments of this first half. Could Saudi make it too? It's come off the defender for the corner. And Fredholm, he's going wild with the defenders in front of him. And they look really groggy, the Belgian defence. And they are so relieved that it's half-time here. Palata cutting inside Schmitz. The ball just coming away from the defender, going behind. But in half-time, Saudi Arabia still lead by the 1-0 that was given them by Saeed Awiran. A cracking goal it was too in the first 5 minutes here in Washington. So it's Belgium 0, Saudi Arabia 1.
Well, surprise, surprise, after 45 at RFK, Saudi Arabia could very well, they just might, win this group. Wouldn't that be something?
Excuse me.
When hunger strikes, wolf down a Snickers, loaded with peanuts, caramel nougat, and real milk chocolate. Snickers really satisfies. When your stomach growls, wolf one down.
Last summer, Phil Dixon went to a party.
I swear I'm Phil.
Okay, you're at a party. You're dancing.
Open up this can of Coors Light, put it near a patio lantern.
Come on.
The can starts talking to me.
That's unbelievable.
Says, congratulations, you just won.
You're lying.
No, I'm Phil, and this is historic.
You could be a winner, too. Open up a Coors Light can, or this summer, a bottle cap. Ooh. Or scratch one of these, and you could win one of these suits from Adidas. Or a trip for two to Cuba via Canadian Holidays and Delta Resorts. Or one of these Suzuki Sidekicks. Who are you?
I'm the talking can man.
Unbelievable.
When I was young, often I dreamed of being someone. This country offered me that opportunity, and I am proud to be a Canadian. But every 4 years, I can't help but think of my youth, my friends, and my first love.
L'Italia. Viva l'Italia.
MasterCard is a proud sponsor of the 1994 World Cup and salutes all those Canadians who feel this is more than a game, but part of themselves.
Here's looking at you, kid. Welcome back to USA 94, the World Cup on TSN. Vic Roeder with Bob Lenarduzzi, halftime. And yeah, we're right. How many times have we said in this championship so far, surprise, surprise? And here's another one, 1-0 Saudi Arabia.
I've lost count. Saeed Awiran scored a goal reminiscent of Diego Maradona in 1986 versus England. Aside from that, most of the time has been spent in the Saudi Arabian end.
And I'm wondering, though, if this may be a Belgian side, Bob, that just realizes it's through, whether it finishes first, second, even wild card, realizes that it's through, and now must try and pick it up, and maybe can't.
I think they've come into the game taking the Saudi Arabians lightly, and why I don't know, but they've got a job in the second half to try and dig themselves out of this hole. And let's remember, too, that they haven't played particularly well up to this point. It's been fortunate that Prudhomme has done a good job for them in goal.
All right, this, of course, is the deciding game now in Group F. We already know that one of the games played earlier today was the Netherlands against Morocco. Had a very hot Citrus Bowl, close to 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Van Vossen, first half, good penetration. Dennis Bergkamp does well, chips it past Alawi. 1-0 for the Dutch. But second half, Mustafa Haji, substitute, controls from the feed. Quick pass to Nader, who'll put it in to tie it 1-1. And then a Morocco free kick, and Daoudi tries to pick the left side. Dahoui.
Dahoui does well, adjusts nicely to make the big save.
Now Dennis Bergkamp capitalizes, gets it to Brian Roy.
Brian Roy just trailing 4 Moroccan defenders, and none look for Roy at the edge of the box. Bergkamp does well. All the defenders get sucked to Bergkamp. Roy sitting on the penalty spot, open goal.
And then a good chance for Morocco late. Watch here, Al Hadroui with the shot off of Wouters, and it nearly sneaks in the short side, the near post. But Hadroui again makes the terrific save, and the Netherlands literally sweat out the 2-1 win, and by virtue of the win now are guaranteed a spot in the next round. But where they finish,
wild card.
Exactly, wild card, second, maybe even win the group depending what happens in this game.
That's right, and who would have said prior to that Saudi would be anywhere near the top? And Dick made a good point. The Moroccans are very unlucky because they've played 3 games and they've been in every game.
Did you say Dick made a good point? Dick made a great point, and he'll have more points to make when we come back. Dick Howard, the telestrator, more good points when we come back. The Saudi Arabians making their way back, and there you see the goal scorer, Owairan, who scored an absolute beauty, Bob.
Just a great goal. Individual effort, dribbled from almost 10 yards inside his own half and ended up with a great finish.
It'll be interesting to see, Dick, if the Belgians can pick it up now, because as we say, they could finish wild card after coming in leading this group.
They have to, and Schifo's got to take more control of this game.
All right, let's return now to RFP Stadium in Washington. Once again, John Helm.
So Belgium get the second half underway. Needing a point only to be guaranteed of topping Group F. Saw a lot of the ball in the first half. This now is Enzo Schifo. A lot rests on him, you feel. And that's not a good start to the half for him. Pumped it straight into Adea's hands. Vincenzo, to give him his full name, Schifo, known as Enzo. And Belgium settle into a rhythm and get themselves level in this game. The pace of the Saudis on the counter that really unhinged them. Schmidt's getting forward. Plenty of notes for Jack Charlton to make. Made the trip from New York. Saudi Arabian attack of the second half, easily broken up, then they win that ball back again. They're tenacious. Is Owairan. Jawan's had a good first half. He's involved in this move. Skill again, the factor here. On he goes once more. This is sensational stuff again, and down he goes inside the penalty area. No free kick this time. But it was the substitute, Al Muwallid, who's come on in the second half. We'd not been given notification of that, but Al Muwallid, who gets into the penalty area, well, he does take a tumble without any assistance from Schmidt. build themselves with Shifa outside that Saudi Arabian penalty area. It's a very attractive match, this one. And it's locked up to the edge of that penalty area. There were almost too many men in white shirts around there. Brought away neatly. Al Iriwan again. Looking to dictate the pace of the game and find that clinical ball through. Then they got bodies around. And out to Danny Boppin. Oh, that's a nice little ball from Boppin. Could make nothing of it though. Prince Faisal, Bin Fahd, absolutely delighted with the progress that his national football team has made. He takes great pride in them. Corner from Boppin for Belgium. Got some big men, but so does Saudi Arabia in defence. A strong physical side. Good unit. This is where it's the danger for Belgium. Broken up this time. Nilis now. Nilis again. Luke Nilis might get the equaliser. And critically, a foot went in there to deprive him of a shooting chance. Too long this time. Supported the attack on numerous occasions in the first half without being able to supply a telling cross. This is Boppin. Running man around. Well, that's soaring almost out of the stadium. And Nilis really is having difficulty with his shooting. That's lived up to its billing. Moments hesitation there from Schmidt to almost let Saudi Arabia in again. They've shown they have the pace to really take advantage when they can. And there goes Al-Bishi once again. Balata. Shifa. Rolling field for Van der Elst to chase. To do some running today. And they've built nicely, Belgium. They've kept their composure well in this match. Oh, this must surely be the equaliser. No, again there were three Belgians inside that penalty area. And Zebamawi and Madani, somehow between them, got the ball out of danger. It's going to come again, however. Shifo. Nice ball through. They're really living dangerously at the moment, the Saudis. Belgium playing good controlled football. Saudi Arabia with a man down inside their own penalty area.
This is USA 94, the World Cup, here on TSN.
substitution. The Saudis having already brought Al-Muwallid on in this second half. Tough again for Belgium. They're having the majority of possession at the moment. They seem to be quite well organised. Paul van Himst will have given his defence a little bit of a roasting at half-time. He really did find it very difficult to counter the pace of Saudi Arabia, and this is his reaction. He's going to bring on Josip Weber. Cavani had a sensational, and I use that word advisedly, international debut when he scored 5 times against Zambia in a 9-0 victory. And the player they take off is Mark Wilmots, who's only had the one chance in this World Cup so far, and that was it today. So Josip Weber gets his chance now. He'll have this on again. So they haven't had to reorganise. Schifo. This is going to be a free kick for Belgium. This is a good position for them. Seen Schifo at his best in terms of free kicks in this World Cup as yet. He's had a few in this sort of area. He's either popped them over the top or just wide. Now he's got a chance to prove he's still one of the best in the world when it comes to set pieces. And Nilis alongside him. Belgium need an equaliser badly. They want to win this group. And straight into the wall, and again it wasn't too imaginative. Van der Elst knocks one back in here. The concentration factor good yet again from Saudi Arabia, cleared by Zebamawi. Schmitz. They've certainly got hold of the game better in this second half, Belgium. Still without a breakthrough. I don't think Nilis will keep that in play. It's a real worry this for Paul van Himst. The greatest Belgian player of all time. Tremendous centre-forward he was. Saudi Arabian comes up better in the tackle, and the referee plays the advantage rule. They find their men well, and this is Al-Bishi. So good on the ball, they find it difficult to get it from him, and Al-Muwallid is a free kick. Reputedly, these players are going to get a Mercedes car, areas of land, and $100,000 apiece. The ball in, gathered by Prudhomme. It's the first time he's touched the ball, I think, in the second half. So Belgium have had a bit of a stranglehold of possession, and they haven't got a goal. Schifo. Well closed down, and that's what happens when it breaks down, and this is again where the danger comes. Al-Iriwan has again figured in that move to score the one goal in the game so far. But back come Belgium through Nilis, and Weber has got the corner kick. Weber's first contribution to win the corner for Belgium. Madani has really marshalled the Saudi Arabian defence well. He's got to do so again now at this corner! and it's grasped by the goalkeeper. He just got his fingertips to it as the header came in. There's going to be a free kick anyway for Adea. Schifo looking in disbelief at that. It was a well-placed corner kick. Now the flicked header really produces acrobatics from the goalkeeper. But he just got a touch to that one. And then the whistle goes against Albert and Schifo. I think it was Schifo there for the high kick. Adea will be alright. He tends to do this during a game. He takes the slightest of knocks, down he goes, stays down, gives him the chance of a breather. Okay, the whistle didn't sound until this moment here, where Schifo, there he is, puts his boot up, and a free kick is awarded to Saudi Arabia. I thought Adea would be okay, and he is. He's a very athletic goalkeeper. And he really has come through this World Cup. His reputation very much enhanced, as indeed of Saudi Arabia. Belgium finding it difficult to keep possession of the football there. By the Wolf into the path of Schifo, and now he will make tracks towards that Saudi Arabian net. Kept at bay by Jabrin. The Wolves up here again. Medved. The Belgians inexhaustible, making some good runs, taking up good positions, trying to work the opening for the cross here. Yet again danger to the Saudi Arabian goal. They've hung on a little bit at times, and this might be it. Oh, it's whizzed a foot wide of the left hand upright. Yet again it's Luke Nillis. He must wonder, whenever he's going to find that net, it's as though there's a magnet on the outside of the crossbars or the posts. He really does struggle in shooting positions for Belgium. This is a very good opportunity for Nillis, and one that he might well rue. Saudi Arabia continue to lead Belgium by 1-0, but it's all Belgium on the attack at the moment. Weber. Schifo. Plenty running around him, and Schifo knocks another one into that Saudi Arabian penalty area. They'll have a corner. They're on the rack at the moment, and they're going to make a change, and they're going to bring up their goal scorer, Al Iriwan. They'll get Anadi on, I think. Al Anadi. Maybe Al Dossari, perhaps, another defender. Yet again they break so quickly. Al Iriwan is still in the action. He's played a good ball out here for Al-Bishi. Al-Bishi knocking one in which put on flames. Final ball from Al-Bishi for once wasn't good enough. He showed too much of the ball there to Al-Muwalid. Al-Bishi's through the middle. Now Van der Elst. Schifo is prostrate. Botman's up in attack. 3 in red shirts ahead of him, but it's too predictable. Stellens had made the run, but it was allowed to go out, and indeed it will be Al-Dossari who comes on to replace the goal scorer Al Iriwan. So a defender coming in for a striker, and that's an indication of the attitude of the Saudi Arabian bench now. They know that they're in a bit of trouble in this match all of a sudden.
It continues to be Saudi Arabia 1-0 over Belgium.
Diversity to city, town to town may bring on turning points, interestingly satisfying a natural-born curiosity to say, what the? Why? Because I am.
There's a defender, Al-Dosari. Belgium continue to monopolise the play. They continue to be frustrated in their search for a goal. Saudi Arabia win possession and use their pace again down the flanks. And Adosari has done well in his first run down there to get to the ball and whip it across the penalty area. And once more it seemed the Saudi Arabian pace was going to pay for them. Free kick given against Shifo. Things are not going right for Enzo Shifo this afternoon. He's very perturbed about that decision from the German referee. Well, after their first two wins against Morocco and Holland, both by a goal to nil, Belgium started this match as firm favourites to win the group. But they are constantly being thwarted by this Saudi Arabian side, which enjoys to attack and looks for a second goal. Headed up in the air by Albert. It will come down for the shots, and Fredon makes the stop. Again, it could so easily have been 2-0. It was Madani that time. We're on the verge of a real shock here. There's been 1 or 2 in this World Cup already. Albert takes a deflection. That would have been cruel. Philippe Albert struck it quite well, but it was the deflection which threatened to carry it wide of Adair into the net. It's the closest Belgium have come to a goal in many ways. It touched his own man and nearly confused Adair, who just switched direction in time. No foul surely there. Plenty of drama in this game, despite the fact we've had only the one score. No question about this free kick, and it might even be a yellow card for Shifo. I don't think that's a surprise for Shifo. He's had his problems with the referee this afternoon. He's disputed 2 or 3 decisions. But down goes Abdul Jawad. Enzo Shifo picks up his first yellow card of USA 94. There's an air of inevitability about that yellow card somehow. Adosari. Saudi Arabia continue just to get a foot or some part of the body in when they have to do. Shifo, the first Belgian book today. Bit long, and edge of the area. It's Albert who does his job. We're coming up to halfway through the second half, and still the scoreline is the same as it has been since the 5th minute. Medved. De Wolf. Bopin. Shifo. Looking to get Weber in. Oh, and again it's wide of the target. Josep Weber, who scores so prolifically. He's twice been the top scorer in Belgian football. Gets on the end of this Schifo cross well. Directs the header quite well too. Just wide. Well, if they do hold on to score a victory here, it will be seen as the most famous Saudi Arabian win of all time. They have a bit to do yet, but they've got a free kick for this challenge on Hamza Saleh now. We feel as though they might just be playing for time a little bit with some of these stoppages. Hamza Saleh is another who's been brought in today. Plays for Al Ahly in Egypt. So again, the opportunity taken for drinks. Away goes Saleh, and it's turning out to be an excruciating experience at the moment for Paul van Himst. Favourites don't always win in football. And Belgium are getting beaten at the moment by the Arab nation of Saudi Arabia. Havelange, president of FIFA, Alan Rothenberg on his left, who's seen a match a day during this tournament. Back comes Salah, and the crowd didn't appreciate that, giving the impression of being badly injured and then reappearing so sharply. The Saudi Arabians are one praise for their football, so the crowd here felt that there was a bit of acting going on there. Free kick against Van der Elst. The Bruges man winning his 64th cap today. And it's well played. Caps appearing in that Belgian defence once more. And a critical tackle that time by De Wolf on Al-Bishi. He's got the legs just to keep this one in. Dessari's cross and Predon, who nearly fumbled it. He's had a very good World Cup so far, Michel Predon. Can Belgium stretch Saudi Arabia through Weber? Chipped in, but you felt it was a rather optimistic sort of a ball. And they really are rising to the occasion, Saudi Arabia. Again they found Falata, and Falata will take them on. A nice little ball to the edge of the area. Once again Madani was there, so is Zebamawi. Schifo has really given it away, and Falata can strike swiftly. There are 3 up against 2 here. Could this be a second for the Saudi Arabians? Al-Bishi this time. Dinks one across the area, and at full stretch Albert clears. And they do look to be very, very groggy in defence, the Belgians at the moment. Sure, the watching Jack Charlton will have been very interested in this Saudi Arabian performance. This side should come to meet them in Orlando in the second phase. And nobody would have given a prayer for the Saudi Arabians to go through. They're not through yet. Here is Van der Elst knocking one up there. Weber is going for it. Here comes the keeper. Possession and winning free kicks, and the Belgians have become more and more agitated. They've shown themselves very capable of holding on to the lead so far in this match. They couldn't do so against Holland when they went one up. Of course, a point would probably be good enough for Saudi Arabia today, but at the moment they're in possession of all three. Van der Elst has made himself available to take the ball from Nedved. Now they need this equaliser. This might be the moment for Belgium now. No. They are scampering around, letting the ball run out, and that man Nilis, I'm afraid to say, has been the villain in some ways today. He's missed 2 or 3 really good chances since he came on in place of De Gruyter. As though the Belgians have had too much of the ball, running out of ideas. Let's see if they can produce a new one now, with Albert stepping forward again. No handball. The break might still be on here for Al-Bishi. I really do feel there's just as much chance of Saudi Arabia scoring a second goal from a break as Belgium getting there first. Schiefer's going to try his luck. Very wayward. Well, they look calm enough, but I'm sure their hearts are pounding. He's a very languid-looking character. Mohamed Adeya, top goalkeeper. Referee just saying, come on, let's get on with the game. Punishing heat. Nicely stroked to his left by Al-Bishi. They give the impression of enjoying having the football at their feet to this side. Through to Prudhomme. I'm sure Belgium have enjoyed today's game quite so much. They've been behind for the majority of the game. Van der Elst. 15 minutes left for Saudi Arabia to hold on and score surely one of the shock victories of the World Cup. Just control let Balata down initially there. He's still here, Balata. Knocked inside, Balata might get the second. Prudhomme came off the line, he was offside. Both injured, Balata and Prudhomme hanging on to his knee. Let's see how much he was offside. Oh yes, he was well away. The idea was nice. You see a bit of agony on the face of Prudhomme immediately there. Benfica reputedly interested in signing him for next season from Mechelen. And it looks like George Solari is going to bring on a second substitute for Saudi Arabia, Al Jabber, the man who scored a penalty goal in the win over Morocco. And I wonder if it will be Falata who comes off. Just as he took that return ball from Moualid there, couldn't stop. Need Prudhomme, and I think he'll be okay. Well, the referee might be reaching for a yellow card, but De Wilde is warming up too. I think Prudhomme's all right. The yellow card is being shown here, I think, but I'm not quite sure who to from here. It may just be that the referee's making a note of the substitutions, if we're having them. Palata's still on. Look very dangerous at times. Belgium just need one goal, remember, to guarantee top place in the group. But they're finding that one goal very elusive. Plenty of bodies in here. knocked away. Good quick throw. Stalens lobbing one across towards Weber. Well met. To by Schifo. Nedved inside him. So Schifo knocks another one round about the penalty area where it's breasted down by Boffin. Van der Elst with a shot. Comes away off the leg of a Saudi Arabian defender. And it gives Al-Bishi time to size up the situation ahead of him. Al-Bishi has been one of the players of the match for me. Managed to find his man again. And yet again a corner. Abdul Jawad has played solidly at left back and supported when he's had to do. It's a good run he made then. Look at this. They've only got one player in the penalty area. So it's pretty obvious that Belgium should be able to clear this one. And now 2 or 3 more arriving. Madani. Lies wide of Prudhomme's left-hand upright. Plenty of encouragement from the bench. Still the young enthusiasts here enjoying the World Cup. First time many of these youngsters in the ground will have ever seen soccer at this level. Boffin for Belgium. Schifo, still looking for that spark of creative genius that he's always possessed. But back they come again, Saudi Arabia, sweeping forward in numbers. And what a contribution they've made to this World Cup, no matter what happens now. Into the penalty area they go, but there was a foul there, and Rudi Schmitz shown the yellow card. His first. You got the feeling that they were playing for that free kick a little bit. Falata. Schmitz maybe using his elbow to keep him at bay. But a free kick it is in a good position for Saudi Arabia. And they look dishevelled and on the rack, the Belgian defence. They've really had a bit of a pasting with the speed of the Saudi Arabian counter-attacking today. And there will be uproar in this stadium if they score a second, the Saudis. Can they conjure one up from this free kick? It's in a superb position for them. Belgium pulling everybody back. Wasn't really well executed. And that is a goal kick. Continues to run out for Belgium, but it will seem a long ending for Saudi Arabia. Those closing minutes can be torture, as much for the team ahead as the team behind. And now Weber and Nilis. Boffin's ball in. Well, there are 4 white shirts there. Effective work in defence once more by Zebamawi. Madani in particular have defended superbly for Belgium for Saudi Arabia today. Here goes De Wolf now. First time ball in, easily dealt with once again. And the break on for Falata once more. He's got the pace to really undo them here. Falata can win the glory for Saudi Arabia. Oh, he spurned it. That would have really finished it. Falata made ground so quickly, he knows he had the chance to be a hero. Falata, there was no way they were going to stop him. Maybe he took it just a fraction too far. Prudhomme's rush out may have just put him off. And a chance missed at the opposite end immediately. Weber can't believe it. One wonders if this is just one of those days when it all went wrong for Belgium. The quick counter, Weber coming in on it, looked favourite. How many times have we seen that happen? So what a fascinating contest. At the one end, Balata could well have sealed the victory for Saudi Arabia, and at the other, Weber had the chance to equalise for Belgium. Neither chance was taken. Still the one great goal separates these teams. Van der Elst. Schiefer. There's so many red shirts around. They're swarming around this Saudi Arabian goal. Spectacularly away with the bicycle kick. Yet again, Saudi Arabia will look to hit on the break, but they'll lose possession for the moment. Medved, Stalins. Everybody urged to get up inside that Saudi Arabian penalty area. Van der Elst again. Now De Wolf. But they're hitting rather hopeful balls up there. And so far, it's not coming off, and another Weber header goes wide. With all the pressure they've had, this Belgian side would have been able to conjure up at least one goal. But when Weber missed that chance, he felt that they weren't going to accept any. Shock is on the cards. You've got to give Saudi Arabia full credit. They've played some lovely football at times. They're neat, they're effective. They do strike well, and they've got a chance again now. Adasari's cross. This might be it. This could be number two. Predom smothers it. The second shot was surely going off the line by De Wolf. And scrambled away again by that Belgian defence. And how Saudi Arabia didn't score then, I shall never know. It seemed a certainty. They might yet be punished for that. Talk about hanging on by a thread. Both defences were there, and it's made for an enthralling struggle. But what a chance there Al-Bishi had to finally finish the contest. Instead of which Saudi Arabia are left hanging on still with less than 5 minutes to go. Over the top from Weber. Well, here's the moment when the match should really have been finished once and for all. Prudhomme getting down to it. Al-Bishi, it comes away off Prudhomme, and there on the line was De Wolf. Well, it's no exaggeration to say. Al-Bishi's played really well, by the way, but it could have been 4-4 or anything this match. Why didn't I find the net, he says. So it's a tortuous ending for both teams. Van der Elst. Well, they do keep trying, the Belgians, and they're playing their football, and Schiefer's knocking another one into that penalty area. Yet again, Madani gets it out. It's been an unrelenting contest, but neither side has wilted in the heat. It's been a tremendous match which has deserved more than one goal. We might yet get more than one. Here is Schiefer. Again he knocks it into that penalty area. Again it's Madani who heads away. Back it comes once more. If every game was played like this, the stadiums would be full every single time. Nilis has knocked one in, and that surely will be allowed to drift out of play harmlessly. And hard as Nilis there and Weber have tried in the second half, they have not been able to convert a single chance. Prudhomme and the defenders in front of him have really been stretched all the way. And incredibly, Saudi Arabia could win the group. Still time for another Belgian assault, and there must be quite a bit of time to be added on with the number of stoppages we've had. Van der Elst can't get it through. Saudi Arabia look to break yet again, and this is where the excitement heightens, because they do so quickly. They're like lightning. The ball across the face of the area once more. Is the one they say they ask yet again to do things for Belgium in midfield. Can't do it. Free kick for the Belgians. And he looks exhausted. Frankie van der Elst. Schiefer looks as calm as ever. Chips one in, and they're in a bit of a tangle, but Madani inevitably gets it out. He must be a contender for man of the match. Jamil Madani has played superbly. Even so, Belgium have had their chances. They'll regret missing them. Pumping header out. Al-Bishi now. Jabrin. Didn't go through, and therefore they've got to funnel back once again. Belgium continue to hit these high and rather hopeful balls. This could be the equaliser, could it? Teed up for Stalens. Well, we'd get points in a rugby match for that maybe, but sailing way over the top of the soccer crossbar. And with 30 seconds of actual playing time left, in normal time, Belgium continue to be in arrears. Swinging way over the top. Coming up to 45 minutes played in the second half, to 90 minutes overall. Saudi Arabia leading Belgium by a goal to nil. And it's not gone out of play. Albert's done well to keep tussling for that. But my word, how Saudi Arabia have worked. As if they've been inspired by the royal presence here today. Belgium will try again with De Wolf. They can't hang around, they've got to do things quickly. That's going to be cleared again, and all eyes now will be on the referee, but we've played a minute of time added on. There'll be at least another minute, if not two, I would have thought. Schmitz. Forward for Schifo. Schifo's ball headed firmly away again. Nicely brought down, but foul given. And it's a crushing defeat for Belgium if they suffer it. Paul Van Himst has openly said that they expected to get the single point which would make them top of the group and keep them in Florida for the second phase. But Saudi Arabia at the moment are on their way to their second victory. Remember, they were beaten 2-1 by Holland. They then defeated Morocco, so they have a goal difference of 4-3. Here are Belgium yet again, and yet again they're kept at bay. One last-ditch effort. Saudi Arabia have a difference of +1. Belgium have a difference of +1, but Saudi Arabia have scored more goals. And they look for the final whistle. It's one of the most famous victories in World Cup history. Certainly one of the greatest shocks of USA 94. The Saudi Arabians scored a fabulous goal in the first 5 and so the referee, I think, is saying play on, is he? He's saying play on. Well, that's a false alarm. There was a roar went around the ground, but it's not all over yet. Oh, it would be even worse for them now if they were to concede a goal. Again, everybody looks to the German referee. Well, they believe they've done the job now. Van der Elst will knock another ball up there into the penalty area. Adair comes to gather it in a huge roar of acclaim. Still Belgium keep trying. Surely not now. Straight up in the air it goes. Tucked away, momentarily Albert's in there. He goes down, no foul. And you suspect that the Belgians are beaten now. Prudhomme must transfer it rapidly upfield. De Wolf. Oh, a tired sort of pass. Schifo keeps going. Van der Elst loops another one in and it's headed away yet again for the umpteenth time. And that is it. It is one of the most famous victories in World Cup history. A major triumph for the Saudi Arabians who came to this World Cup. People said that they would be the lightweights in their group, but they've in fact won their last 2 matches. They finish above Belgium. And that early goal scored by Al Iriwan, one of the best we've seen in the World Cup, has clinched a fantastic day for Saudi Arabia. They beat Belgium by 1-0 and go through into the next round.
It's a remarkable turn of events in this Group F. Belgium, who starts the day leading the group. Well, you won't believe it when we tell you the standings when we come back.
USA 94, the World Cup on TSN.